yeah, it's 5:23. So that was real nice and seemingly quickish to my standards, because you know how sometimes we do the time of 17 minutes and whatnot. I actually feel really freaking good right now. Like, I'm not even shaking. Usually when I drive off, like, I'm shivering and shaking. Maybe it just hasn't hit yet, because usually this is about the time where I'm already really shaking. I just think what it is those 22 consecutive cold dips are really starting to pay off. So, you know, that I'm very grateful for. It does make a huge improvement when you're not freezing the whole 15-minute drive home or whatever it is, depending on traffic. But yeah, thanks for joining that cold dip video with me and checking it out. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. I have a lot of gratitude and love in my heart towards people who are sparing their time of their lives. My face is a little frozen still, okay? To my noble and noble adventurous cause, whatever you want to call this that we do together. Thank you. It means a lot to me that I'm given this opportunity to share this activity that I do in my life to better myself and to encourage other people to better themselves as well, because you know, I don't have anybody in my corner of my life who's like telling me I have to go out and do this. I'm just making myself do it, because like I really want to see how my life will continue to improve in ways that I can't even imagine. I would have never guessed how it would have propelled my life in the way that it has. I'm gonna avoid that big ass pothole. Yay, I didn't hit it. It has propelled me in ways I would have never imagined. I know somebody asked me in one of my previous videos about fears and how it's helped me overcome them. And I just want to give you a few examples of some of that. Being one is the cold ass river. Like, I would have never imagined putting myself in that situation. Like, I've watched plenty of scary movies where the kids fall into the frozen rivers and lakes or whatever it may be. And I've been scared straight ever since. Thank you very much. I say that as I just got out of the cold ass river. Well, I'm just letting you know that's one of my fears I overcame. Is the cold water. It's definitely something that should be, I guess you should have a reasonable amount of fear for. I don't know if one can have a reasonable amount of fear for the cold ass river, but you know, you obviously want to be aware of your surroundings and yada yada yada. These videos I make are for entertainment purposes. You do not have to do as I say or do as I do. This is just me doing my thing and taking you along the adventure. I just encourage you to do something that betters yourself, even if it's minuscule to me. It may not be to you. Whatever that is, just I highly recommend doing something, you know, because you're not growing in your comfort zone. I say from my own experience. Another one of the things I've overcome is making these videos, you know, and putting myself and my thoughts out there, because everybody and their mother can criticize how anything that you say or do. You could cough, sneeze, or fart wrong and people are going to have an opinion about it. I'm fully aware. But like, come on, I've been dealing with that my whole life. So, you know, it's like, drop your balls already and just do it. People aren't going to, not everybody's going to like you, and this is not a popularity contest. So, you know, you're not going to win them all. I'm not chocolate, and even if I was chocolate, somebody's going to be allergic. So, you know, come on, get over yourself. You can't please them all. I'm not going to say and do the most perfect things every single time. I'm literally out there freezing my ass off. I'm doing the best I can to hold a thought. I'm doing the best I can to be whatever it is. You know, I'm just doing the best I can. So if you're going to pick that apart, well, you know, have fun with that. I mean, I just think you have too much time on your hands if that's what you do with yourself. I'm not necessarily just saying that that's towards me, but to anybody. Like, come on. You know, somebody's just trying to better themselves, their lives, and here you are being a Debbie Downer, going to, you know, pissing their Wheaties. Like, do better for yourself and your life and your day. I'm just saying, okay? You don't have to like me. That's fine. I can dig it. I mean, I'm using myself. I'm putting myself out there. I don't use my kids. I don't use my hairless cat. I don't use all my tarantulas. I don't use all of those opportunities that would get me likes and views. My kids are freaking adorable, man. I get told their whole lives on the regular often how beautiful and amazing and talented my kids are. I'm not just saying that because I'm their mother. Sorry, I gotta use my other hand to turn this heater off because I think it's a little too loud. Get you out of my face so you're not all up in my grill. There's plenty of things I could use, my point being, to elicit likes and get attention for myself, but I'm using myself to do that. And I'm using my experiences and what it is I do in an attempt to better myself in your presence and hopefully aspire to inspire. That's what I do. That's what I'm doing. You know, people do message me and tell me they're motivated by me in an array of different ways. And I am so freaking grateful. I moved to this town like 6 years ago and I didn't know a single soul, man. I didn't know anybody. And let me just tell you, I hit the ground running. COVID kind of put a little snag in my into my meeting people game at first because we moved here and then all that shit happened and it made it hard to meet people. But I didn't use that as an excuse to be a troglodyte, somebody who hides in a wet, moist hole. Maybe I am a troglodyte, actually, now that we're talking about it. Anyways, look it up. It's a good word. I enjoy people. I enjoy talking to people. I go both ways. Like, sometimes I want to talk to you and sometimes I don't. You know, but I always try to be a kind person no matter what I'm doing, unless you give me a reason not to be, and then you'll find out real fast that I go both ways in that regard too. Just saying. I am a fired up Leo. I come from a mostly male dominated family, and most of the men in my family were in the military, the Marines, the Navy, and the Army. And so my attitude really reflects that. Just trying to pay attention to driving here. Yeah, and blah, 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 and whatever. I'm just saying, you know, what am I saying? I don't even know. Who cares? I'm just saying, I'm trying to do what I can to be a better person and not use excuses of this, that, and the other to not be my best version of myself these days. Now, in the past, sure, I have not been the best version of myself. There are many people who can verify that. You know, you live, you learn. You live, you learn. And I had to live and I had to learn, and I had to learn the hard way. A girl like me usually does. Yeah, it's an adventurous life, what can I say? And I'm taking you all on those adventures too. There's other activities I'd love to take you on. I love kayaking, hiking. I love to do many of things. You know, we'll see where this takes us, because when summertime happens, we're obviously not going to be making cold dip videos nearly as often, and definitely not just from the nature of my bathtub, because last year when it was summertime and I was in between being able to go to the river, because the river does warm up, not by much, but it is not cold dipping standards cold, but it's still cold. I'm definitely thinking about getting a freezer. After I cold dipped in my buddy Katie's freezer, oh dude, it was magnifique, and I really loved the experience. I didn't take you on that because it was dark by the time I went, and I was jibber-jawing with my homegirl, so you know, it was just a thing for us. But I definitely want to kick it up a notch at a certain point and get that freezer, because just because summertime's coming, I'm not going to be just taking a hiatus from cold dipping. This is my life. This is my life choices. I just can't foresee my future without cold dipping in it. I love it that much. Like, I don't need for a single person to look at me and say, wow, I can see how cold dipping has changed your life. I don't need that. That's what cold dipping has done for me. Like, there's this really great quote that I sort of hopefully can repeat back to you, and it makes sense. It goes something to the effect of, when I once walked into a room, I wondered how many people would like me. Now when I walk into a room, I wonder how many people I'm gonna like. Facts, bro. When I walk into a room, I don't care who likes me. It is what it is. I mean, I wonder how many people I'm gonna like. That's where it's at. Cold dipping has done that for me. It has helped elevate how I view myself, the confidence I have for myself, and the fact that I know I follow through and I do hard things. And I've always known that about myself, but this just really drove it home for me in a way that I don't have those limiting beliefs and I don't have those doubts anymore. Not in that way. Like, I'm still working on myself. I'm not perfect. There's still room for improvement. Believe that. I'm still a salty one. But I'm putting myself through all these hard missions to accomplish being the best version of myself. It is not without effort. I will work to the day I die to always be a better version of myself. I tell myself now. I may not cold dip till the day I die, but maybe I will. Who knows? Wim Hof, he's up there in the years-ish. I don't know what his exact age is, but he's no young buck, and he's still out there doing it to it. So, you know, you never know. Yeah. Well, anyways, that was a mighty fine good time. Thanks for listening to me go on and on about nothing. I appreciate you for that. At least somebody's willing to listen to me bend their ear. Yay! Home. Home. We survived, and I feel so grateful. I feel so grateful that you are on a trip to go with me on these missions, these mini cold dip adventures that we go on. So please come back and join me again for tomorrow. Dip 23, rain, snow, or shine, we will be there. Oh, please no wind. Just give me a break the wind. The wind wasn't so gnarly tonight, but it was windy and rainy, but we still did it. So, you know how it goes. Hit like and subscribe and follow. Thank you, please, and love you, bye.